What's up, guys? I'm finally sort of back in action. I was out here about a week and a half ago. I was hoping to already have this video up, but I ended up doing something to my back and I was laid up for like 5 to 6 days, and I'm finally able to walk around a little bit. It's really sore. My leg is like numb and tingly and stuff. So that sucks, but I've been eager to get back out, and I'm just trying to walk real slow. But I didn't have a whole lot of great footage, so I wanted to be able to come out and do another day's worth, just because the weather was so cold and real windy. And then the second day I was here, we found, I found 6, and my battery kept dying because it was so cold out. So it was just kind of real short clips, like 8 seconds a pop. So I want to come out. I found 15 sheds so far on this farm alone, and one ended up being a match set. I didn't know. One was actually right where I just started up in this little patch of woods. I guess like they just kind of were bedded there whenever they weren't eating down in this corn. And then I didn't find the other one until the next day down in the woods somewhere. So, and I didn't realize it was a match set to the one I'd found the day before until like the next day when I was comparing antlers. But so 14 of them that are not matched yet, and none of them that I found looked like super fresh. So I didn't know if that many were still holding, or if they are dropped on a neighbor property, because I've walked pretty much all these fields. I've covered a lot of the woods. Now the second day I was here, I did jump 3 deer. One you could definitely tell was a younger doe, I'm pretty sure. And then the one was a smaller, like 6 or 8 point, but he was still holding both sides. So I just want to come back out here and recheck these fields to see if any have dropped this week. Plus, I know it's easier walking on me. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so we come up to this, kind of like this high point here. Some little trees. I was hoping to be able to get above this field a little bit to glass with the binoculars, but I might just come up here a little bit. Standing a little too high. Oh, there's one right here. Look, there she is. 1, 2, 3, 4 side. Sweet. Well, we're on the board with one. I don't know, maybe they were skirting the edge of that, or using it as a little bit of a bedding to get out of the wind a little bit whenever they're taking a break from feeding at night. But yeah, this looks a little bit better to try to glass from. Looks like we got another one. Up. Pick up the one we just got. This one actually wasn't very far away. And then it looked like there was another one, actually not in the corn, but out in the mud here a little bit. Definitely not a match to the other one, but some broken. Oh, it's broken off. Some points broken off there, but nice. Another would have been an 8 point, or at least 4 on the one side here. But let's keep going. So let's check out this mud down here. See if that was one in the mud. I guess that was corn last year, I guess. But I'm not. Must have been a corn stalk, because I'm not seeing it. I knew it was pretty much straight down from it. I'll get back up in this corn and look a little bit more. I think I've just spotted number 3. No, never mind. It's another corn stalk. I don't usually do a whole lot of shed hunting in the in fields, but I'll go around the edges by the farm right down the road from my house. A different farm, not the one I was talking about earlier, but he usually just plants soybean, so I usually just stick kind of toward the edges. I don't get to shed hunt too many cornfields, but the same farmer owns this land as well, and it's almost 300 acres. And I don't. It's like, that's why, like, I'm excited obviously to find these, but I'm not like super excited because I know what bucks they came from or anything like that, because I don't really hunt over here. I actually haven't. I've never. Oh, right here's a shed. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. That's a nice one. He's been out here a while. Sweet. That was pretty dirty too. It blended in with the mud pretty well. But we are kind of running downhill here, so it's definitely been exposed to a lot of this mud. Cool. Number 3. I wasn't even looking that hard. So I'll walk around here, see if I can find the other side. But yeah. Anyway, I really don't hunt here because there's other people, and there is a lot of land, and I'm sure I could kill a nice buck here in bow season, but I'm still sort of somewhat new to the area, and I don't want to be running into people that have been hunting here for 15-20 years and making enemies. I just don't need that. I can find other places to go. So let's walk around here a little bit, see if I can find the other side. Morgan don't believe me. I just found that one. It looks like his matching size right here. No, that's a bigger one. I don't think that's the same buck.
You seriously just found a bigger one?
Yep. Let me flip the camera around. I can't hold 2 cameras at once. Look at that. Holy cow. The G2 is probably 10 inches long. 9 or 10. The closer one is the one I already found, and then I just found that bigger one behind it.
Wow.
They're not even, it's so weird, like they're not even in the, I'll flip this back around. Like, it's not really in the fresher, nicer looking corn. Like this is a cornfield from last year. And the other side, or the other shed that I just found was over there, and I mean, that's super muddy. But up in there, it's a lot drier, and there's a lot more corn. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But it's basically in a straight line, maybe up the hill just a tad from the last one I found. Maybe I just gotta walk between the yeah. Should have sucked it up and just came out. Maybe you are.
Huh?
Maybe you are. All right, man.
Hopefully not before turkey season.
Yeah, you can die after turkey season.
All right, dude. Keep finding them.
All right, I'm gonna try.
All right.
All right. Yeah, bye. This bigger one is a little bit fresher, but they've all been fresh except for that little bit smaller one that I found. That one, it looks like it's been out there for a little while. But sweet, that's 4 today already. Oh, I should have brought a bigger bag. I don't know if I can get all these in my backpack. This is nuts. Well, now I got 2 sides to look for them. Guys, my arms are full. And I think I found another one. Doesn't, never mind. I think it's corn stalk. Doesn't really match any of the other ones though, because if this is, like I said, this strip is old, so everything's laying down pretty flat. But yeah, this is corn stalks. Unfortunately, I'm gonna take a break, try to get these sheds in my backpack. Another one. This is a small one, but it'll do, pig. It'll do. Nice. I actually thought there was, well, I don't know. I think it was right over here. I thought there was one, so I was walking up to that, and nope. But there was one beside it. That's awesome. I think we're 5 or 6 now. I don't know, but I haven't found a match set yet either. They're just all over the place. But this one at least makes a little bit more sense. He's in the better looking corn, or what's left of the corn. You know, it's not just in a weird wide open place with like no food. Pretty sweet, man. This is by far the best hunting day I've ever had. I was gonna just kind of do a bunch of different days and combine it into one video, but I might end up having to do 2 or 3 different videos. You know that feeling you get when you're sitting in the tree stand and you see like the biggest buck of your life? That's how a corn stalk just made me feel. I thought it was a huge shed, and I like took 2 more steps, and like the angle of it kind of changed. I'm like, oh, that's just a corn stalk. I think I finally found my first match set. I think. Or actually, no, I don't know. This is probably from last year. It's got some mold growing on it and stuff. Yeah, I'd say this is from last year. It's an oldie. Another little one. That's the last little one that That's the last little one that I found. I thought maybe it was a match set, but I'll have to put these in the backpack. I am killing it today. I think that I was just talking to Morgan again, because he didn't believe me. He thought maybe I was putting these out here. He's like, are you just hiding yourself antlers and finding them? But I'm like, no, dude, like, this is crazy, because but I don't think he shed hunts much farms either. Usually we stick to big woods because that's what we hunt, and usually get disappointed. We usually find more sheds turkey hunting than do shed hunting, but this is what, 6? I think 6 now for today. That's more than I find in an entire year, and I've been out here for like an hour. This is unbelievable. This is awesome, dude. I probably got like another hour or so till dark, so fingers crossed. Another one. Dude, Dude, come on. I thought, sure to God, this has to be a corn stalk. Like, oh my goodness. Actually, this might be, what the heck? Did he break this? I don't know. It got a little piece of skull attached, but it doesn't look like it's from fighting. I gotta get a picture of my phone. Oh. This is crazy. This day has been unbelievable. I'm so glad I came here. It has been pouring like all day. I wanted to go shed hunting pretty much all day. Like I laid tracks out for the dogs yesterday, and so I went out, did that. The wife was yelling at me to clean the garage, so I cleaned out the garage. I was waiting on Morgan to get off work, and he's like, dude, I don't feel good. And I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna go out now because it was pouring down rain. And I ate a light dinner because the wife's cooking later. And I was like, you know what? Screw it, I'm gonna go out, just walk around a little bit. Dude, I wish I would have came sooner. I don't care, even if it was pouring down rain, I wouldn't care since I'm finding this many. It's 7 now, I think. Like, it's a good day. I don't even know how many sheds you found. This is nuts. I'm gonna be here tomorrow morning, like right after I wake up. And most of these aren't even in the corn. Like this one I just found was, you can see that was corn from last year out in the grass. Like, I think I've only found one in the corn, that one smaller one. Everything else has been like in last year's corn. I'm pretty sure I just found another one, but I don't know. I had to walk past it like twice. I just happened to look up. So like I've been finding this grassy area. So I just walked through there and I didn't find any more. I just pulled the binoculars up and was like, that does look like a tine. Yeah, that's the other one. I really blended in there though. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I just happened to see the G2 and G3 here sticking up. I'm like, that looks like an antler. Sure enough, it is. That's another old one too. Wow. That's awesome. I mean, at this point, like, it's still exciting, but it's like, like, I mean, other than like people out west and stuff that have like big areas like that, like manage their deer and stuff like that. Like, yeah, them guys make some good shed hunting videos, but I mean, who comes out and finds this many in one day on just like normal land? Like, I can't say it's not public, but like he lets anybody hunt it. So like, this is just absurd. Just found another one somehow. Look at that little guy. Phone away. Nice little 1-pointer. And I think there was another one right up here. We'll check it out. See if it is one or not. No, it's just weeds. Yep, just weeds. Alright, so we're gonna do a little unbagging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is definitely the nicest one of the day. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's pretty good for 2 hours. So we have 9 of them today. And no match settings. can't see us too far. There's 2 deer running through the field right now. I just spooked out, and one's a small buck. Still has both his antlers. But well, I guess I ain't gonna be finding his. But I'm back at the farm this morning. Oh, there's that. Oh, that one. That one's definitely a buck. That's a big deer. That's a big deer. The other buck on the other, it probably is a doe. Down there on the wood line. And that, you can definitely tell by the way he's bobbing his head and everything. That definitely a buck shed his antlers. I'm gonna have to. This isn't a big cornfield right here. It's just kind of long, but it's the same property I was at last night. But it's split off into like 3 different sections of fields. This is the middle section. It's not real wide. It's just probably about 250 yards long. But once we get into the back fields, it's pretty big. Not quite as big as the fields I was in yesterday, but there's a lot more field and a lot more property surrounding it, owned by different neighboring properties. So I feel like there's going to be more deer sign in that backfield than there is in this middle one here. But since the deer are running out of it this morning, I might as well look around a little bit. But I want to focus more of my time this morning in those backfields. Well, guys, I finished up the backfields and I didn't find anything. There was some deer sign, but not as much as I thought I was gonna find. So I realized on my way in that I had missed some areas in these front fields yesterday, where like the first 4 that I found, it kind of seemed like everyone that I was finding kept bringing me downhill. So I kind of subconsciously was bringing myself downhill the whole time, and kind of left the top 2 fields unsearched really. Where I first started at yesterday was glassing. I found that one right away, and then before I glassed, I found that one, and then as soon as I started glassing, I found that other one, and then I started coming downhill where I am now. So I'm gonna go up where I found them 2 yesterday, because they weren't far into the fields. I'm gonna walk them out a little bit more, and then I'm going to connect some trails between this field and the middle field, and just walk the heavy deer trails that connect the 2, just to see if they had dropped going to and from, and hopefully I can find a bedding area or 2 in there as well, because there's actually quite a bit of pines in there, so I'm sure we'll probably find a shed or 2 under the pines. Alright guys, so like right here yesterday, found one right there, right on the other side of that patch of those tan weeds, just right on the other side of it. Found one, let me see here, about right in there yesterday. One down there, one up here, 1 or 2 down there, and like 1 or 2 way on the other side there. Trying to think of where these deer are coming from. I just come from that patch of woods. I might do a little bit more walking around, but it's really not that wide. There's nothing in there like as far as feed or good thermal cover, unless they're coming up out of these pines and kind of coming down at an angle and coming out and just fanning out from there. So after I finish up this corn, there is another split field up here. It's half corn, half, I think he had soybean in there. I think that's what all these grassy areas are. Is soybean, and then corn, soybean, corn, and then every year, and then he'll switch it. So right now will be soybean this year, and that over there will be corn. That's usually how he does it. So I'm surprised that yesterday the ones that I did find weren't more broken up and stuff in the tractor, but I'll take it. Alright, so finally found one, and I don't know how. If this was in the corn like another 5-10 yards, I would have walked right past it, but I was just coming up over this hump here, staying right off the edge, and over in there he is. It's actually pretty nice. Wide right there. So finally on the board. By this time yesterday I had like 8 or 9 of them already. So I'm just now finding them up. I've only been walking a couple more minutes, and I just found like the coolest shit ever. It's like completely flat. Look at that. Alright, on the board with number 2 for the day. So I only got like another hour, maybe 2 hours left, and then I gotta head home, get ready for work. But I was just leaving that top corner there and found, kind of forgot that this was down here, like another cornfield. And I seen all these weeds kind of come down in here, and look at this guy. He's been here quite a while. He's all chewed up, split. It kind of looks like it was kind of fresher being chewed on right there, but yeah, this thing's pretty nice. It's been out here a while though. What's up, guys? Oh, never mind. Well, thought I'd found one, but it's actually like a chewed up leg bone or something. But kind of weaving my way through these pines in here. I found a couple beds in here. Well, my camera's dying on me, I guess. Hopefully it doesn't shut off again, but I thought I found that one. It was leg bone, and I'm just weaving my way in through these before my camera dies again, which it's not even. There's a little one I found in the pines. My battery's not even low. It's just so cold out, my camera keeps shutting off. Look at this ripped up trail here. Right up here, there's another shed. Shut off on me again. Another four up. Well, 4 point. As you can see, there's a power line coming down here. There's a pretty good deer trail going parallel right up above it here. Good cover with all these green briars on this hill, so they can bed right up here on this edge or whatever. And I was just walking. So I was walking through them green briars and stuff, and decided to walk on this deer trail. And of course, there's one right in the open instead of in all the green briars where I was at. This makes number 6 for the day. I just looked up, there's actually a tree stand right there. just found our first one. It's a pretty nice one too. I'll have to see if it's a match to one of the ones we already found. But this has to be pretty fresh, because I mean, this is laying right in the middle here. Wow, that's a beautiful, I think that is a match set to that bigger one that I found there on the first day. Wow, that's a really nice one. I'm gonna try to get, I didn't realize until I started putting that video together, with this video together, one of my days I was laid up, just to try to cut down on the amount of time that I was gonna have. And I didn't realize until I put all the video together, like I never took any video of me picking any up. So I'm gonna get this one of me picking it up. All right, well, I can't bend down too well, but, oh jeez. That's a nice one, man. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my first 5 side. Also noticed too that I didn't do much with the pedicle thing. This one doesn't seem like it's been, you know, like it's too fresh, but a little bit of wax ring on it. I don't know, maybe I did miss it. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty dark and this is pretty muddy out here, so maybe I did miss it that first time, but I don't know. This does seem to be pretty fresh, honestly. So see what else I might have missed. Oh, number 17. Hammer, dude. This one's been laying out for a while. It's still this year's, but I don't know why. Is it just me, or does it seem like the smaller the antlers are, the more of the base of the skull that comes out with it? Because I've noticed that, like, oh my goodness, dude. The spike shed that I found the first day out here had even more bone connected than that one did. But all right, man, obviously, I mean, this one's been laying out for a while, so obviously I've missed this the first 2 times that I came out here. So let's keep it rolling. I was just ready to turn around and circle back through this corn again, and I spotted shed number 18. At least I'm 99% sure, because if that's not a shed, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed, because that really looks like one. Yeah, that's a shed. But man, this is gonna hurt. Oh my goodness, man, I feel so old. Sweet. That was pretty neat. Let's drop the big one. I haven't taken my backpack off yet. That's pretty cool. That's a big fork. Like, it's pretty girthy. Nice wax ring on it. That one's actually pretty fresh. It's a pretty neat color. It's like super smooth. Must have been rubbed a lot. You see how bumpy it is here in the back. You get around to the front side, it's like where the bumps were, but it's all smoothed off. It's actually a good deer trail right here. I might walk this deer trail out, actually. Well guys, that's gonna do it for today's video for me. My back's pretty shot. I'm gonna go around this evening, try to get a hold of some other farmers, see if I can get some permission from other farms, do some shed hunting in the next week or 2. But if you haven't already, please subscribe and stay tuned for more. Thank you.